So Heathcote is typified by this Cambrian soil, this large band of Cambrian soil that stretches about 100 kilometres in central Victoria. It's some of the oldest soil in the world, 250 to 400 million years old, and it makes incredibly special, deep, dark Shirazes that are really, really particular to the region. They have a special terroir character. Where we have our vineyard, Athol's Paddock, is in the middle of the Mount Camel range, and it's actually pre-Cambrian soil, so it's older than 400 million years old. And this is probably some of the oldest soil that grapes are grown on in the world.
Yeah.
So Athol's Paddock is an incredibly special bit of dirt. It's right in the middle of the pre-Cambrian soil on the Mount Camel range. On the eastern slope, it's got beautiful clay content so that we don't have to worry so much about rainfall. It's a dry grown vineyard. We grow it organically as well, which is nice and easy to do in warm climates. But all these things add to being able to harness the terroir from the soil. We were really lucky to be able to find that vineyard because we were pioneers of the region. It was a matter of looking down this bit of Mount Camel range, and we could say that really is the best spot to grow grapes, and that's where we've put Athol's Paddock. The wines that we've produced off there for the last 25 years have just been absolutely incredible. This is an incredibly special year for us, where Dad has received an OAM for his 50 years of services to the Australian wine industry. We're so incredibly proud of his efforts, including one of the reasons he's received his OAM was his helping pioneer the Heathcote wine region, which included helping draw out the actual boundary of the Heathcote wine region, which was finding that area of Cambrian soil. 2021 will probably go down as one of the greatest vintages that we've seen in the last 50 years. It's in my living memory anyway. I can only match it with 2000, 2001. They were incredible vintages in Heathcote, and then it skips to 2018, and then here we are in 2021. Growing conditions really were perfect. We had lots of spring rainfall, and then nice warm summer, but no real heat spikes. Nice consistent rainfall through summer as well, whilst previous years especially the last decade, all rain stops in January, but this year it was perfect in 2021. Every time the vineyard started to look a bit stressed, we'd just get another hit of rainfall, and that really helped to bring out this fresh fruit character into this wine. But enough heat that you really get that evolution of tannin and full fruit character, and that beautiful dark chocolate character, which typifies our vineyard, and it's a real complete wine because of those perfect growing conditions. Yeah. So winemaking in such a perfect vintage is really simple. Like I'm just trying to harness that beautiful fresh fruit character that we find in the berries themselves, and so basically hand harvested, grapes come in. We destem, get all the stalks out, and keep those whole berries just to try and keep that fresh fruit character. The wine is 100% new oak, and to try and aid the integration of the new oak, we ferment in those barrels. So I take the heads off, we pour the grapes in, wild ferment in those barrels, and then we have a couple of ferments on the side because volume-wise it doesn't work out. It was 1 week cold soak. You get all the colour extraction and fruit extraction during the cold soak without getting any aggressive tannin. I then let a wild ferment begin slowly, just by heating it up. And then it was just gentle punch down twice a day, one pump over, just to keep the yeast happy and keep the ferment clean. And then it was just tasting. Once it get down to like almost all the sugar was gone, we were just tasting it every day just to see where the tannin was at its best, and then we press it out when it's looking right at its best. For this year, it was 14 days total, so another 7 days post the cold soak that we pressed it, and then we pressed it straight back into those new barrels. We've matured this wine for 22 months in a mixture of new French and American oak. The last few years I've been using predominantly French oak, but in a year like 2021, where you have so much vibrant fruit character. The American oak really enhances that vibrant fruit. It helps give like a lovely mid-palate freshness, and that like really nice plush raspberry character just is enhanced by that American oak, whilst the French oak still gives you that beautiful long length and nice cedary characters. Yeah, let's show you this beautiful wine. Incredibly dark colour, that beautiful inky purple colour. It's just wondrous to behold. And some nice legs. The alcohol's not too high, but it's got a good balance anyway. You can really smell the earth. You can smell the Cambrian earth, and there's this lovely fresh raspberry aroma mixed in with dark chocolate and a nice subtle hint of oak. Everything's really, really tight, and it's showing that it's a wine to just live forever. Everything's just got so much to open up. There's just amazing intensity and all this complexity that needs to open up. I would actually recommend decanting the wine if you're going to drink it young, but the best thing to do is to chuck it in your cellar for 20 years. Oh, it's fantastic. Lovely intensity. You just get that same character of raspberries, blackcurrant, and dark chocolate. It's just so soft on the mid palate. The oak, the American oak in particular, gives it this nice vanillan character in the middle, in the mid palate. Gives it a little bit of sweetness, and then just length for days. A really special wine. Yeah, I really enjoyed making this wine. Very, very special product in such a special year. I really hope you guys enjoy drinking it. Yum.